I love my mom because she's thoughtful, she's caring, she's loving, and she makes sure that everyone feels special, including me.
What's your favorite thing about Juju?
Who gives me big hugs.
I love my mom because she's my best friend, my biggest role model, and my biggest supporter.
I love my mom because she's cool and she's always been there for me.
We love you, Mama.
We love you.
Hi, my name's Elijah Veer. My mom's Manisha Veer. I'm here just to thank her for a happy Mother's Day. She encourages me, stays by my side. I mean, what are moms for? They can be another backbone. Support. Just, there's countless reasons to be thankful. And I love her. She stays by my side, keeps me in check, teaches me a lot that others won't or can't. So for that reason, I have a good one, and I'm proud to call her mom. So happy Mother's Day. Love you.
I love my mom so much. She is my very best friend and the best clammy in the world to my son, and I'm so grateful for her. So happy Mother's Day, Mama.
You're the best mommy in the whole world. Because he gave me a snack.
I love my mom because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even be here.
She's brave even in times where it's almost impossible to be brave. And she's loving to me and to so many of my family members, friends, everybody. She's very loving and she's a very trustworthy person. I know in my heart that I can come to her for anything and everything. And the last reason of why I love my mom is because she's fun and I have some of the best times of my life with her. I love you, Mom.
Usually whenever I need help with something, she's always there to help me. And she helps me with my homework for school, and whenever something is wrong, she helps me get it right.
I love my mom because she's a nurturing and caring and patient mom. She takes her time out of her day to show us love, and especially when she comes watches me play video games, I usually win those.
One of my favorite things about Julie is she literally has the biggest heart. She would do anything for anybody, not skipping a beat, and I'm so thankful she's a part of our family. We love you.
Love you, Juju. I miss you.
I love my mom because she's always there for me. She's my biggest supporter and she's my best friend. I love you, Mama.
You're the best mommy in the whole world. I love Mommy because she always gives me candy in the morning when we go to school, and she always wakes me up, and she let me do my phone spin on Friday.
I love my mom because if it weren't for her, the stuff that I know now I wouldn't know. And the fact that she was able to teach me so much, and the fact that she's still here, because I know some people don't have moms, and it's really nice to know that mine never wanted to walk out on me.
What I love so much about my mom is that she always has amazing advice to give when I'm going through tough times, and she's always there to encourage me when I need it.
Hi everyone, and happy Mother's Day. We are so excited to be celebrating this amazing day with you. My name is Piper McDonald, and this is one of my favorite people in the world, my mom,
Kathy Ferguson, and this is my beautiful, wonderful daughter, Piper.
So happy Mother's Day, Mom, and thanks for being an amazing mom.
Thank you for helping me. You made me amazing.
I don't know about that, but we're so excited to be here with you, whether you're watching it on Mother's Day or watching it a little bit later. We just cannot be more excited to be celebrating this day with you. Before I tell you what you can expect from this very special curated message, I want to tell you a little bit about what Be the Church is and does. And so our mission, we're all about equipping and empowering God's people to be leaders out in the community. And so we believe that while gathering is important, we do see in the Bible that it says not to forsake gathering. We believe that gathering, so that church building on Sunday, is not the end all be all of our Christianity. It's actually the starting point of getting encouraged to go out into the world and to be the church 24/7. And so if there's anything that you need in order to help you do that, whether it's in your job, with your family, with your friends, whatever it is, please let us know, because that is our heart, is to equip and empower you to do that. And that's what we believe changes the world. And so, Mom, I'm curious, what's your favorite thing about Be the Church?
I think that my favorite thing is seeing how we have grown to be connected with other churches, going in and helping in worship, Ben giving messages, other people giving we've become a family. It's one kingdom always. And with that mindset, I think we've made a difference. And I'm just so excited. It's kind of like being a mother for brand new babies. It's doing very well. And I'm very excited for it. And it's just, that's the thing that matters the most to me, is when we can go into other churches and just be part of their family for a while.
Yeah, and so that's another part about the equipping and empowering, is we've made a lot of connections with churches really all across the state, and we basically ask them what we can do for them. So sometimes that is leading worship for them so that their worship team can get a break. Sometimes that's our team helping lead leadership, being kind of like leadership consultants, because we have a wide variety of backgrounds that can lend itself to that. And so I agree, that's a really super fun part about what we do. But if you have questions or you just want to learn more about what Be the Church is, it's for everyone. So for organizations and individuals alike. So if you have questions, comments, please reach out to us at bethechurch.info. So that's what we wanted to first share with you. And then now we're excited to share with you what you can expect from this very special curated Mother's Day celebration. And so you're going to hear from Charity Keener and her very special worship group to get us just in the mindset of remembering that on this day, we're thankful for moms, and we're thankful for God who gave us those moms. Then we're going to hear also from Julie Birchfield about some funny things about being a mom. And so we look forward to that. And then we're going to hear a really special message from Courtney Barfield about being an adoptive mom, about lessons learned, encouragement. And so you're not going to want to miss that. And then finally, we have our mom's giveaway. And remind us again, Mom, what you could win.
What I'm craving. It's a $500 Amazon gift card.
And so once you get through this message, you'll hear who the big winner is. And so
don't judge me if I win.
She's not gonna win. We made sure of that. So look for your name. Hopefully you're the winner. And so we're really excited. So we hope that you enjoy this very special message.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what to shout Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Thank you for joining us today. I hope that you have a fantastic Mother's Day and that you are celebrated in all the ways that make you feel special today. So I'm here to share a few quick thoughts from my study on Proverbs 31 woman today. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with that passage. If you're not, you can take a look at it in your Bible. But just to refresh, Proverbs 31 woman is doing a lot of things. She's making bedspreads. She's planting a vineyard. She's knitting. She's making clothing for everyone in her family. And if that's something that you do, God bless you and more power to you. That's just not in my wheelhouse. And so I thought, maybe I'll try my hand at creating the Proverbs 31 woman version 2023. So without further ado, I submit to you Proverbs 31-2023. A wise woman in 2023 is like a beacon of light, shining brightly in a world filled with chaos and confusion. She has a knack for finding the best deals, whether it's online shopping or navigating the aisles of a grocery store. Her multitasking skills are legendary. She can juggle a phone call, a cup of coffee, and a baby on her hip while solving Wordle and planning her next vacation. Her home is stylish and always perfectly clean and Instagram ready. She maintains her home and family while working outside the home and managing a side hustle and selling cookie dough for the school fundraiser. She knows the latest TikTok trends, and her ability to make witty references in any conversation is unmatched. She can whip up a mouth-watering meal from the most random assortment of ingredients in her fridge, turning wilting lettuce, random condiments, and half a carton of eggs into a gourmet feast. And when that fails, she can order from Uber Eats. Her fashion sense is impeccable, always pushing the boundaries of style. She fearlessly rocks yoga pants with designer handbags, and while her clothes may be a little out of date, her children are always wearing the latest fashions. Her dance moves are legendary, and she can bust a move on any dance floor. Facts. She can solve tech problems like a pro, from fixing a malfunctioning printer to deciphering cryptic error messages. She is mindful of her health and takes care of her body, understanding that self-care is not selfish, but essential for fulfilling her purpose. She does CrossFit, never eats a carb, and runs half marathons for fun. She is compassionate and generous with her time, talent, and resources. She's Team Mom, Room Mom, Booster Club President, and PTA member. Her kids never talk back to her, and her husband's clothes are never left on the floor. She knows how to find the humor in life's absurdities, turning everyday mishaps into hilarious anecdotes that she shares on social media for hundreds and thousands of likes. Her faith is her guiding compass, grounding her in values of love, grace, and compassion, and giving her strength to overcome any obstacle. So my version of the Proverbs 31 woman is a little similar to the original in that she do too much. So I want to encourage you that I think the author's intent with this passage is not so much to give us a benchmark of what a woman looks like all the time. I think it's more of a snapshot of all of the things that we do over time. I think that this is God's way of saying, I see you, Mom. I see you. I see all the things that you do, all the value you add to your family, and all the ways you pour out to the family. And so rather than being a list of all of the ways that we need to check off all these boxes and do all these things, I think this is God telling us that He understands and He witnesses and He sees us for all of the ways that we love our family. But I think the most important takeaway from Proverbs 31 comes from the last few sentences of that passage, reading from the original text this time. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Of all of those great things that we do, ladies, the one thing that God wants us to focus on is fear of the Lord. And that fear doesn't mean to be afraid. It means to be submissive to Lord's authority. It means to love and to worship God and to put Him first. And so we can get very caught up in doing all the things, and all the things can be good. But the great thing and the thing that we need to focus on most is our love and our fear of God, and to keep Him first in our lives. So ladies, I thank you for all of the ways that you pour into your families, and I know that they're going to celebrate you and treat you like a queen today. So happy Mother's Day again, and have a great day. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Courtney Barfield, and I am going to share with you the story about how I became a mom. So ever since I was little, I've always wanted to be a mom. I feel like that's what every little girl's dream is, to grow up and be a mom. When Jason and I met, we knew already that he was not able to have children. He's known that for most of his life, that he wasn't able to have children. So we knew that that was going to be a challenge, but he was also told that there was probably some fertility things that we could do and that we would eventually be able to have our own child. So we got married in 2014. And soon after that, we started fertility treatments. He was taking injections monthly, lots and lots of money. We did that for about a year and a half to 2 years, and spent thousands of dollars doing that to no avail. After much consideration and conversation and praying, we decided that the best way to go would be adoption. Typical adoption can be very costly, and we were not financially able to do it that way. We had heard about doing foster to adopt through DFACS. So in February of 2017, we started classes at Henry County DFACS to become foster parents. We did classes, we had to do background checks, fingerprints, drug screening. They had to come out to our house and do home evaluations. So during our classes, we were told multiple times that in order for us to get an infant, we would most likely be on a waiting list for 3 to 5 years. And of course, that was very discouraging because that's what we both truly wanted, was an infant that we could, raise ourselves. And so it was a little bit discouraging, but we continued the process. So we got a phone call on August 15th of 2017. It was a Tuesday that we were approved as foster parents. And of course, it was very exciting news. The caseworker told me, she said, "Courtney, I just need for you to come in and sign one more document and everything will be official." Of course, we told everybody we were very excited. Tuesday night, I was sitting on the couch and I looked at Jason and I said, "Jason, we're going to get a baby when I go in on Thursday." He was like, "What?" And I said, "God told me that we're going to have a baby on Thursday." He was like, "No, they said it's going to be 3 to 5 years." I was like, "I know, but when I go in on Thursday, she's going to tell me that we have a baby." So on Thursday morning, I went in, our caseworker met me at the door and she was walking me back to her office and telling me, there's just this one paper that we have to get finalized. She said, "And actually, I have something that I want to talk to you about." And I looked at her and I said, "I already know that you have a baby for me." She was like, "What?" And I said, "I already know. God told me Tuesday night after we talked that when I came in today, you were going to tell me that there was a baby and I was going to be his mom." And she kind of looked crazy and she was like, "Well, actually, there was a baby that was born on Monday, and we took custody of him on Wednesday, and we heard from his DFACS caseworker on Wednesday that they were looking for a family." And I said, "Yeah, that's my baby." So she I was trying to reel in my crazy a little bit so that she would, still think that I am capable of becoming a parent and not trying to be too crazy about it. But I knew that that was my baby. So she said, "So you want me to send up your file to this caseworker?" And I said, "Yes, absolutely. That's my baby." Friday morning, I got a phone call from the baby's caseworker, and she said that they had chosen us as his foster family. I said, "I know." So we made arrangements. Since it was a Friday and he was in the hospital, we were not going to be able to meet him until the following Monday. We went ahead and finished up a nursery. My family was all excited. We went out and bought clothes and cribs and everything baby, because I just knew that that was my baby. Monday, Jason and I were able to get off work early, and we met the caseworker down at the hospital, and she was able to take us and introduce us to Benjamin. When we met him, he had a feeding tube in his nose. He was not able to eat on his own. He was born early. He was 5 pounds when he was born, and he had actually been born to drug-addicted parents. His bio mother and father were both addicted to meth, and she had actually admitted to daily meth usage while she was pregnant. So we knew that that might be a challenge. But the nurses actually told us that they had not noticed any side effects or any residuals, and actually the baby tested negative for everything when he came out. So we were very, very thankful for that, and I knew that that was just God, because there's no way that she could have done meth every single day and it not be transferred over to him. The days of that week, we were able to go every day. He started taking a bottle. I think it was by Wednesday they were able to take the feeding tube out. He was eating on his own. And he was just thriving, and he was doing so well, and the doctor was impressed, and all of the nurses were impressed. The nurse told me, she said, the doctor's ready to discharge him, but DFACS wants him to stay until Monday, just so that we could finalize everything. And so I went on Saturday and had my bag ready, because they told me I'd have to stay in the hospital with him, because I had to prove to them that I could take care of this newborn child. And so I actually stayed overnight. Jason and I stayed overnight in the hospital with him Saturday night and Sunday night. And it was the best 2 nights that we have ever had in our lives. Our families were able to come down and meet him. He just became a part of our family instantly. We were able to take him home that following Monday. So he was 14 days old when we got to bring him home. He did come home on a heart monitor. It was an apnea monitor as well, because he still had some breathing issues, and they just wanted to monitor him and make sure that he was safe. The main goal of DFACS is always to get the children reunited back to their bio family, their biological mom and dad. So we knew going into this that this could be a long process, but I knew from that Tuesday that this child was mine, and that that was not going to happen. The only way that we were able to find out anything about the parents was to actually go to their court hearings. So for the next 11 months, we went to every court hearing that they had. Jason and I, at the first court hearing, asked the caseworker if we could go over and meet his bio parents, and she went over and asked them, and they said yes, of course. So we were able to meet them and talk to them. Every time we went to court, something just told me to just go over and just talk to her and be very nice, because me knowing that that was going to be my baby and he was going to be adopted, at some point, adopted children may want to go and have a relationship or meet their biological parents. And so I always wanted to keep a good relationship with them. Every time we went to court, they had not done anything that they were asked to do. But the court kept giving them multiple chances. It was in June of 2017, so he was 10 months old, that we went to a court hearing, and the lawyers and the judge asked them lots of questions, and basically were not happy with any of their answers. It takes a lot for a judge to take away parental rights. So the best way that this was going to happen was for them to surrender their rights. But up until then, they had no plans to do so. They were still adamant about getting their child back. Well, this one particular court date, they were asking them multiple questions about why they hadn't been doing anything. And they didn't have a good answer. Once they were finished, the lawyers and the judge were actually talking. And I looked up, and his biological mom looked at the caseworker and called her over to her. And so, of course, I was watching. I was being very nosy. And she called her over. They whispered a few minutes, and the caseworker turned and looked at me and gave me a double thumbs up. We found out that they had decided that day to go ahead and sign over their parental rights. So in June of 2017, his biological mom and dad signed over their rights so that we could then adopt him. In July of 2017, it was July 11th, 2017, we went to court along with our whole family and some very close friends. We filled the courtroom and we adopted our baby boy. Looking back through our process, it was very hard for both of us, very nerve-wracking, very emotional, actually for my whole family, because we were all in love with this little boy, and we were all just very emotional about the whole situation. It was actually kind of scary going through it. But looking back now, it was God. The only explanation we have is God. We were told in classes that it would take 3 to 5 years to get a child. It took 2 days for us to have a placement of a newborn infant. We know that it was only because of God that he came out with no side effects of drug usage. We started classes in February, and that's about the time that his biological mom got pregnant with him. So it was like he was chosen for us. He was put on this earth to be for us. By no means was it in my plans or Jason's plans for it to go the way that it did. We know now that God was just preparing us to become parents in a non-traditional way.
Hey everybody, want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch our live stream with us. Hope you enjoyed the worship, the encouragement, and maybe you're going through adoption or foster to adopt or whatever your journey is to motherhood. We just want to thank you so much for worshiping with us, whether you're a mom or not. We love you guys. And we're about to do we're about to announce the drawing for the $500 Amazon gift card. We entered everybody who subscribed, everybody who liked, shared, commented. Want to thank you so much for commenting, for sharing, just bringing some excitement. We want to bless one mom, and we wish we could bless every mom because you guys are awesome and we love each and every one of you. And you do so much, not just for your families, but for the world and just making everything better. And so we wish we could bless everybody, but we're gonna make the announcement for one lucky mom. Again, we had about 50 individuals participate, and it was well over like 150, so 1 in 150 chances to win. And so just incredible job sharing and commenting. We loved seeing the stories and reading the stories as well. And so without further ado, we put everything into Google and had Google auto pick a name for us. And so the winner is, drum roll, Mara Ross. Mara, R-O-S. Mara Ross. We're so glad that you won. $500 gift card. We're going to be in touch, contact you via email. Congrats. We can't wait to celebrate you, and we are excited that you get to treat yourself or another mom in your life as well this Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Hey, we want to invite you to stay tuned. We've got a few more songs right after this video if you want to stay tuned. If not, you can catch them over on our YouTube channel. All right, everybody. Happy Mother's Day. We love you. We'll see you soon.
It's right here. be tried by fire, purified. You take whatever you desire. Lord, here's my life. I wanna be tried by fire, purified. You take whatever you desire. Lord, here's my life. Be tried by fire, purified. You take whatever you desire. Lord, here's my life. I wanna be tried by fire, purified. You take whatever you desire. Lord, here's my life. In our lives, so we pour